marking work in Fronter as a teacher. Students will hand their work in using a hand-in folder or a link to a hand-in folder. So you need to go to the appropriate hand-in and hand-in folder, and you'll see that your student list is here, and the student who handed the piece of work in first is at the top, and they are stored in chronological order. You can see that some of these pieces of work have been assessed and their status has been changed. The little upward arrow indicates that the work is in progress and requires some addition or change to have it reach standard or be marked as complete. The little tick indicates that the work is approved, so therefore at standard. At the bottom of the page, where there is work that has not been marked, if the work has not been entered, a little green exclamation mark appears beside the name. This one has been entered, but not assessed, so the little three arrows indicate that the work hasn't been assessed. In order to make comment and assess the work, click on the action menu, the drop down menu beside the piece of work, and scroll to comment. This gives us a number of options in assessing the work. I can open the piece of work, and this will allow you to look at the piece of work and save it back into Fronter. So I can look at the work, I can comment on the work, so I'm going to type my text in as a red font. But I could also use review and track changes and have the bubble appear on the right hand side so that students would see comments that I've made about specific parts of the task. Or you can just write in the bottom, and I highlight it so it stands out and students can see that that is the comment. Then we need to save the piece of work, and it automatically saves it back into Fronter, but it doesn't appear that it has done anything yet. We can then make a comment in this comment box, or we can just comment in that comment box. We don't have to comment on the piece of work. We might just comment in here and say, good work, keep it up, or something else. And we can then scroll down and grade the work. Now the grading scale is set for the room at the moment, but it will be changed so that the grading scale can be changed for each task. The grading scale I'm using is above and below standard, etc., and at standard. So I'm going to mark this piece of work at standard, and I'm going to evaluate it or change its status. So I'm going to say that it is approved, and that will give it a tick. If I marked it in progress, it will give it the little arrow. Not approved will give it a cross. Not delivered will give it a little dash. Or not evaluated will put it back to the three little circles that I had. Once you have saved the piece of work, if we go back in the same way, you will see that now there is a document that is called commented version of this previous document. This is where the teacher's comments are viewed by the student. There it is there. So that's how we grade and add comments and an evaluation for a piece of work, allowing for rich feedback using the commented version document.